The divisional round is upon us, and after news broke earlier this week that John Harbaugh is now the coach of the Giants, that kind of overshadowed what I feel like are going to be some pretty good games this week, so let's talk about them. Starting with the Patriots and the Texans. One of the most efficient offenses versus the most efficient defense. The two teams that absolutely curb-stomped their opponents last week. This should be a very, very good game. However, as a Jets fan, this is just going to be the biggest hate watch in the world for me. It should be a great game, though. The Texans' defense have proved to be a nightmare for even the best quarterbacks this year, and May has not so quietly turned into one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and he's been leading this offense to many just astounding victories, which is just... I can complain all I want. They're a good team. I think both these teams have a really good shot at this game, but if you ask me, I'm going with New England. I just believe in this team as a whole more than I believe in the Texans. I think the Patriots' defense can hold down that Texans offense a little bit better than vice versa. Don't get me wrong, I think it's going to be close, but I think the Patriots have it. The next game I want to talk about is my other hate watch this weekend, the Bills and the Broncos. Fresh off edging the Jaguars to a victory late on in that game, the Bills are looking to continue this deep playoff run, hopefully to their first Super Bowl in a while. The Broncos are here to prove that they don't actually suck. And I don't believe them. There were a lot of one-score games that this Broncos team won this season against some just really bad teams like Jets, Giants, late-season Chiefs. Yes, it's hard to argue with the record. They did win all these games. But I just don't believe that when it comes down to it against a really good team like the Bills, that they can get the job done. I have the Bills winning by more than a score on this one. I think they're just the more proven playoff team. And yes, this does now set me up for the ultimate hate watch next week, which will just be wonderful, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, now over to the NFC with our next game, the Bears and the Rams. It's a new day. Leave me alone. I have the Rams as one of my favorites to win the Super Bowl, so I think they're going to take this game pretty handily. I don't think this fourth quarter comeback game that the Bears always try to play is going to work against this Rams team. I think the Rams are just going to bury them pretty early on, and that'll just be the end of it. Now for our final game, and the one that I think is going to be the hardest to predict, the Niners and the Seahawks. On one hand, you have the Niners, who have gotten here off the back of Christian McCaffrey because everyone else is injured, and it's working. And then you've got the Hawks, and I don't know if Sam Darnold's going to play or not. By the time I'm recording this, it hasn't been guaranteed. He says he's expected to play, and I think he probably will. I don't think they'll do well if he doesn't, so they're going to probably try and get him in there even if he's still a little bit hurt. I think it's important that he plays. Seahawks defense is also worth noting as it's been one of the best units in the league this year, and it's actually the reason that I still think they take this game. If Sam Darnold plays, I'm making two different predictions for this one. If Sam Darnold plays, this is what I think the score is going to be. But if Drew Lock or Jalen Miller has to quarterback this team, I do think the Niners are going to take it, and this is what it's going to look like. Anyway, those are my predictions for divisional round. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.